Hello, and thank you for tuning into the frequency of a new awareness. Today, we're going to look at prayer. Prayer is used all over the world, in all cultures, in all spiritual practices. But what it is, in our application, in the meaning of desire to create something, a desire to have an object, or to create a circumstance in our lives, or just change ourselves, create a better us. And prayer is the first part of the creation process. So prayer is used in all cultures around the world. But today we are mostly have pushed it into the realm of religion. And it's not mainstream anymore, but it used to be. So prayer is an intention to create something. Well, we think thoughts every day, and every thought we think has creation power. But I believe prayer was used to step it up, give the intention a priority, a bigger meaning. So we want to set it apart, and we call it prayer. So prayer is the intention to create something. Have a desire and a focus on something or a condition or whatever it is that you want to create. That is the purpose of prayer. If we don't have really intention, desire, or focus behind the prayer, it stays in the realm of wishful thinking and nothing is going to happen. Yet, all over the world, people pray. But in reality, only few prayers are answered. Why is that? Why do people pray and pray and pray? People do pray for the same thing every day, especially when you have a terminal disease or something that is really important to you and you really need it. They pray and pray and pray and nothing happens because they don't use the process. They don't apply the process of creation because prayer is just the first step. Prayer gets the process going. But what do we have to do to bring the prayer into fruition, into manifestation? And that's where we look at the ancient writings. It's in there. It's so loud and clear. Let's take a look. And we read in Mark chapter 11, verses 22 and 24. And Jesus answered, saying to them, "Have faith in God. Truly I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, 'Be taken up and cast into the sea,' and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says is going to happen, it will be granted him. Therefore, I say to you, all things for which you pray and ask, believe that you have received them, and they will be granted you." The whole process is right there. And in the beginning here we read, "Have faith in God." And that's already the first problem right there. Because we have been told and led to believe that God is this personified being somewhere in heaven that grants us our prayers, that answers our prayers. And today, it is time. It is time to let go of the concept of a personified God, because it is not true. And I'm not saying that because I want to sound smart and to make this up. No, the ancient writings teach us that. And I've made a video about what God is, so you might want to look it up. And in detail, I describe and we read in the scriptures what God really is. So we have led to believe that God is this personified being. But in our society, when we want somebody to do something for us, we have to please them. We have to do something to get their favor. And we have transferred this humanized belief system onto God. So in order to get God to answer our prayers, we must please him. We must do something to get his favor. And it's a problem right there, you know. And we have led to believe that we are not worthy to receive anything from God. And we compare ourselves to God maybe or to other people and look at our own lives and say, oh, we have done all this and this and this, and we have been that and that and that. And, you know, I don't deserve anything good happening in my life. So nothing good is going to happen. So that's a problem that we have encountered in getting our prayers answered from a personified God, from a being of God. But that is not what the scriptures teach us. And we have to let this go, this belief system, and replace it with a new belief system. And that is as follows. As I have already mentioned and described in the video what God is, for more details, I will now just summarize here. God is A, the energy from which everything created has been created. Everything that is into being, every object, every being, every person was created from the energy that is God. B, God is the creation process. God is not the designer of whatever is to be created. He is the process. So, now let's read this again. Have faith in God. Now, the new meaning is have faith in the process of creation. It's completely different now, isn't it? Because the process of creation doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care about your past. It doesn't care what you have done. It doesn't care of what moral values are put on you or you're judged by your peers, by your friends or relatives. None of it matters. The process of creation does not judge. That's why the Bible teaches God does not judge. The process only cares about one thing: if you apply it or not. And all these people who pray and pray and pray, but do not apply the process of creation, their result is zero. They create nothing. So let's go further. Truly I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, mountain meaning as whatever you want to create that is not in your own power to achieve. For example, if you want a car and you have the money in the bank and you go to the dealership, give the money and take away the car, that you haven't created a car. That was a business transaction. So it's everything that you want to have in your life that you believe and you know is not in your own power to achieve. So be taken up and cast into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says is going to happen, it will be granted him. All that is required is to believe. To believe in the process, that the process will work. That's all that is required. Is believe in it. Therefore, I say to you, all things for which you pray and ask, believe that you have received them, and they will be granted. So, believe that the process works, and believe that you have it already. That you pray, when you pray for a new car, believe that you have the car already. Now there comes a second aspect that I mentioned already earlier, is focus. From the time you pray to the time it manifests, there's a time difference. And during that time, you have to focus on having this car. And don't stop until you have it. How do you do this? You visualize yourself driving the car, going on trips with the car, sitting in the car, smelling it. Smell it just like a new car. All these things, visualize it and imagine it until it manifests. Because the belief is the engine of the creation process. As long as you believe and you visualize and you thank God or thank whoever you want to thank the process, thank Spirit that you have the car, you will have it. Just a matter of time. So let's look at another scripture. In Luke chapter 11, verse 9. So I, Jesus, say to you, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be opened. It says right there, ask and you shall receive. It's just more condensed, And here it says also, for everyone who asks, everyone, no exceptions. Nobody's accepted, everybody is included. No matter what your past, no matter what you have done, what you have been, what you think about yourself, it does not matter. Everyone. The only thing that matters is that you believe in the process and apply the process. Period. And that's it. I mean, such a small, short video for such a profound process or a profound wisdom that you can apply in your life and create anything you want. Can create a better you. You want to create a better you? You want to get rid of this anger that you carry around? You want to be the man of peace or the woman of peace? Just act as if you are peace itself. Imagine what a life would be like at total peace, when nobody and nothing could, push your buttons. You can create anything. It's not about material objects or circumstances in your life, but you can create a better you. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. And it's easy. It is so simple. The universe is simple. But it may be not easy to apply because over hundreds of years we have been told something else. But it is what it is. So now apply the process. That's what God is, the process, and you're a part of God. And so apply it in your life and create an awesome, magnificent, wonderful life for yourself. And be just live happily ever after. So I hope this was helpful in giving you the tool of truth to create any life you want. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. And remember to live a life of compassion, because it is the way.